Hello, everyone, and welcome to Summer Game Fest 2023 Hype Edition. The discussion is here. We are here with a brand new mix of Carpool Gaming hosts. Wouldn't you know it? I'm Sean Capri. I'm joined by the winner, all caps, Metal Lockleth. Hello, Lockleth. Hi. Hello.
Hi. I are winner. I are
You
smart.
are the winner. Oh my goodness gracious, the winner. We will tell everybody what we're even chatting about in just a second. But before we get there, the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Sawinski from the PlayStation Drive, from the press pool even. Matt, how are you, man?
I am a perfect balance of calm.
Oh, really?
I am
lies.
very much
centered.
Centered.
Okay.
I meditated for about 7 hours before this.
Yes.
I just feel calm.
Wow. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my
God! I am just through the roof right now. It's Summer Game Fest. There's things that happen. There's a 19. Okay, very quickly.
I am frightened.
I saw that Spider-Man Collector's Edition. I thought it said 10-inch on that Venom statue. No. I misread. It is 19. Are you
19.
kidding me?
I did the same thing. That's funny to say that.
I'm so excited to be here with y'all. I'm excited to break this stuff down. I love this.
Holy cow. It is the evening of Summer Game Fest. We have watched the trailers. We have gathered. We have commented. We have reacted at youtube.com/Carpool Gaming. We are live right now, youtube.com/Carpool Gaming. You can buy our merch at carpoolgaming.com. And if you're listening to this on one of our many feeds, the Xbox Drive, the PlayStation Drive, the Nintendo Drive, maybe we're putting in the RPG Cave. Who even knows? But we got a chat that is out of control here, you guys. You got to be on here. Join in our Discord. The links are free, but that's enough of the housekeeping. I don't think I've got anything else to say. Ryan was supposed to host, but he's got some stuff to take care of. Here's the deal, you guys. We could do a number of different things. Like 24 hours ago, we were predicting Summer Game Fest, Lockleth. You came in here with at least, you said it yourself, 2 brain cells. You rubbed them together, and holy cow, you are the winner. You are the official winner of our predictions from last night. We bowed to the Lockleth.
Bow to the Lockleth.
I mean, you should always be doing that. But yes, I am the winner.
Yes. How do you feel? How do you feel? I know you're a very competitive person.
I feel like, I should go buy a lotto ticket or something. There's also some America news that came out today that I'm happy about too. Just all the things. Just happy to be here. Happy to win. Happy to
Can we talk about can we launch right into this before we get into our general takes? And then we're going to run through the news, of course. We're going to run through all the games that we were shown by Jeff Keighley. And what I will say is a lackluster crowd. The crowd could have brought it. Well, we'll get into that. Yeah. Why are you the winner, Lockleth? I'm looking at our predictions here. You predicted a release date for Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I don't think that was there. No. You predicted Warframe crossplay announced. I don't think that was there.
I don't think Warframe
your third official prediction was a Transformers game based on the movie. I mean, it was in Fortnite, so I guess we were giving you that. Like Transformers is coming to Fortnite. Is that what we're talking about?
It's pretty sad with my predictions that I am literally the winner, but mine are very
this is it.
Almost kind of what I predicted, but it just mentions the title, like Warframe. They had Twitch drops for Warframe.
They did
the show. Not no cross-platform, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then Transformers in Fortnite. Not really what I was thinking, but
Yep.
Close enough.
Pretty good.
And then Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, they showed the same trailer again? I don't know. Was it the same trailer or was it actual gameplay?
No,
I wasn't really paying
gameplay. It was gameplay.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, no, we got good stuff, but that wasn't an official. That was an honorable mention one. But still, you have your finger on the pulse, Lockleth. We got to be paying attention to you with these predictions from now on, because the rest of us, we were way off. Ryan was close. I'll give Ryan is not here to defend himself. He was pretty close. He did predict P5T, Persona 5. He said tournament. Turns out there's a leak, and I don't know if I should talk about that here. That was not at Summer Game Fest.
I'm going to leave it off.
Yeah, we'll leave it. Hawkeye Stars was there at some point, I think, as well. That might be as close as it gets. Anyways, predictions don't matter. It's a lot of fun for us to do, and it builds the hype. Mr. Matt, how are you feeling right now, my friend? I know you were, Sorry, I know you were meditating earlier.
Yep.
How you doing right now, man? It's video game Christmas.
Dude, I am over the moon. I'm gonna keep it to Summer Game Fest though, because I don't want to spoil things for folks who have not seen the leaks that have come out. But there are leaks out there for the Xbox Showcase. A certain publisher went ahead and spoiled their own stuff on their own socials. So just be aware that they're out there.
Yes.
Summer Game Fest, dude. I just love this time of year. I know you know, when we reacted to the PlayStation Showcase, you kind of talked about how you missed the live aspect of it all. And I
Big
do
time.
think, like, when you brought that up, I don't think I had realized it before, but I do think that you were right. I was missing just the kind of live hullabaloo of it all.
Yeah.
And seeing that today and, you know, missteps and all, I thought it was solid. I don't think it was amazing. I don't think it blew the doors off. I think there was enough there that got me very, very, very excited. There was a bunch of games in there that I'm incredibly excited about. Did it need to be 2 hours? Did we need a Twisted Metal trailer? Did we need as long for all of it? No, but, you know, like, I look at it as Keighley needs to be able to make money off of this thing. There's sponsorship inherently in that. There's parts of that needs to be the way. So I don't have an inherent issue with that, but, you know, I thought it was solid. I thought it was good, Sean.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that you bring this up. We're welcoming Court Lalonde, and before I bring you in, Court, we'll make sure that you're recording locals on your end, my friend.
Yep.
Matt, you mentioned something about Jeff Keighley. This comes up quite often with the Game Awards, and of course with this as well. People have, like, we're really worried about his financial well-being. Like, I don't think we talk about anybody else in the gaming industry in this way. Like, he's got to pay the bills. Like, he's got to keep the lights on. Like, dude is probably
sitting in a shack.
I think he's doing fine. I think Keighley's doing all right. Okay.
I look at it more as not specifically for Keighley. I look at it more as what he's trying to do with the Game Awards.
For sure.
With the entire aspect of it. But I also do very much worry. Like, what if he gets scurvy? You know what I mean? Like, what if his
shack, man some oranges and lemons?
What if his shack, which probably is just made of like a single tile, what if that gets blown away in the wind? You know what I mean? Like, I have to worry about the guy.
You know what? You're right. We should never be too casual and cavalier about the potential for scurvy. Oh my goodness, we're gonna go around the horn. Lockleth, how did you feel about today's presentation?
I don't know. Fae Farm.
Fae Farm, yes.
That's all I have to say is Fae Farm.
I love
they said the word cozy in the trailer.
Yep. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating like anything that I would necessarily like to play, but Fae Farm has definitely been on my list for a while. So
very nice.
Happy to see that. I also I missed like the first like 15 to 20 minutes of when it was actually live, so I had to go back and watch that. But the Nicolas Cage on stage just made me laugh.
Nicolas Cage on the stage.
On the stage. Like, yes. I think they probably thought he was going to be up there for longer, which is why they I felt like they had a lot of time at the end versus what they, you know, allotted for. But yeah, it was a little cringy. He was basically explaining in very slow motion what gaming even is. It was funny. It was so funny though. It was very Nicolas Cage. So
yes, very fun. Oh, and by the way, we are welcoming in the Supreme Court of Canada, Court Lalonde. How are you, Court?
I'm good. It was a long day, but I got to on my car ride home. I got to listen to Ryan and Seth. It was like I was there. It was fine. It was, as I said to them, I gave them great compliments. Like, I couldn't watch the showcase.
Yeah,
but I don't think they realized how descriptive they were being, even with the Nicolas Cage part. Like, they were describing it, so I didn't have to see it. Like, nice. It was, they actually did a lot better job than they realized. I told them this on the show. They did such a good job of making me feel like I was watching it. I don't feel like I missed anything, because a lot of times when you do these watch-alongs, a lot of people just sit there and let it go. Yeah, and like we were just kind of describing it, and somebody in the chat was telling us to stop talking over Spider-Man, and I was like, well, only reason I was doing it was because of what I just witnessed in the car of me not watching it. Yeah, and being like, you know what, like Ryan made a good point. Like, we are recording this, like, you be cognizant of it. So and to me, the showcase, I got to see 2 games I really wanted to see, and that's what I take from these now. Like, I'm not gonna like everything. Like, yeah, and if you do, like, seriously, that's some crazy things. Like, I think everybody got something out of this. Prince of Persia. That looked really cool, man. Yep. It looked very cool. I really like where they went with this, because the original remake that we saw, it was and this, I was like, I actually got a Prince of Persia, and it looks like they it looks a lot like other Ubisoft games that they just brought out, the Zelda clone. Yeah. So, but I'm
like
fine.
Immortals kind of thing. Is that what you're thinking?
It looked like the same animation style.
Yep. I'm good with it.
I was very I thought it was really cool. I'm excited to play it. It's coming soon. That's even better. And then Spider-Man 2, honestly, whether they should have put it at the showcase or not, whatever. At least I got it. I got it the same week. I got a date. It's right near my birthday. Like, it excites me. Like, all I want to do is talk to Matt about, okay, what could we do? Like, this is so cool. We know when the game's coming. Final Fantasy looked really cool, and I didn't think that was a game for me. It's all outdoors, it's not dark and stuff. I don't know. I took it as a positive. There's games in this showcase that I am looking forward to playing.
I'm down with you, man. Matt, you're showing many reactions. What's going on?
Matt has many feelings.
Yeah, what's happened? Yeah, tell us your feelings.
Just trying to stay calm.
Okay.
I'm just tired of being angry all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, why are you like bring it, man?
No,
like, let it out. Let it out.
I'm just excited.
Just listen.
The surprise is
you scared me last time.
Good. Stay scared.
I'm on edge, man.
You never know what you're going to get. It's like Forrest Gump once said. See, I just never thought we'd be living in a world where Court would be excited not for one, but for 2 Final Fantasy games that will be coming out within the span of what would assume to be 6 to 8 months. And we have him on 16. We have him on Reunion, and I'm just very excited.
Rebirth.
Rebirth. You right. I just love this time of year.
Did I out Final
What
Fantasy
just happened?
I'm proud of you. I'm so very proud.
Court acted like Ryan just
admitted he was wrong on the showcase. Matt just got
he owes me a pizza.
I could really go for pizza.
There was a pizza bet.
Lockleth, who was like, I'm pigeon brain, whatever. I don't know much about this. Like, banged off every single
knows all the things. Yeah, you'll see Transformers. You'll see
and even
Warframe.
that like Pokemon clone game. At first, I was joking. I'm like, that's a Matt game. And then Midas was like, aren't you going to play that with your daughter? I'm like, you know what? You're probably right. And then the game that Lockleth was talking about, I'm like, my daughter would probably love that game. So, and then Sonic Mania, I watched the trailer after. I was like, that game looks like fun. Like, I don't know, fun.
Yeah,
why not
is
have
that what it was called? Sonic Mania?
Mania's the old one.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Sorry. It was when they were describing. They said Sonic Mania meets Mario 3D World was Ryan and Seth's description.
That was
interesting
that they shouted out. Actually,
well, I'm in a car. Okay, I was driving.
I'm trying to look up the name. It was
Sonic Superstars. Thank you, Chad. We're gonna go through a nice Eurogamer article to help us go line by line, item by item. But man,
Sean, I feel like we gave a bunch of our opinions. How do you feel? How did you feel coming out of that? Again, I feel like you and I share a similar love for this time of year. Court hates video games. Lockless is an insider that just predicts everything. So I feel like you and I are the kids.
My uncle works there.
Yep.
Yeah. How did you feel about the showcase?
If I'm gonna criticize anything at all, and anything, I think it's crowd's got to loosen up. Like, I don't know if Keely's got to get some booze going at these shows or something, but they're like, yeah, like, come on, man, like, get wild. Nicolas Cage was on stage, like fall over yourself. I know, it was just like it felt kind of uptight, but it was. I thought it was fun. I was very entertained, and shout out to the Devolver show, which I watched with Donnie Reese over at PSVG. Super fun. But no, man, I thought this was good. I reflect on Jeff Keighley's kind of challenge that he's got here. This is, and you guys can let me know if I'm way off base here, but in the E3 days, in the olden times, it was always platform specific. You had your Xbox show, your PlayStation show. You never had this third, like everything all together, this culmination of games. And so I'm good. I'm good with that being a thing. Court can chew on that word for a little bit if you like.
Culmination?
Yeah.
What's the movie? Any Given Sunday or something like that. They're like calm. It doesn't matter.
Isn't that a YouTube
I'm
song?
not following you.
It's all right. It's all right. It's me in my brain.
Yeah, I was kind of letting you see if you'd land somewhere with it. But
I don't need to. I'm good with myself.
They can't all be winners. I thought it was good. I thought it was good and a good kickoff. Like, that's the thing, is I'm still looking for, as an Xbox fan, I'm still looking forward to Sunday for the Xbox Showcase and Starfield, and like, fingers crossed we get a little something there. I'm very excited to hear you guys, and as we go through, especially near the end, we got stuff that is coming to PlayStation, but now, Summer, maybe I'll just ask you now. This is a question that's on my mind, specifically for our hosts of the PlayStation Drive. PlayStation had their showcase. They now have had this. That's probably it, I imagine. Like, how are you feeling in PlayStation land? Like, this was kind of their last chance to maybe have a surprise. I thought they have Uncharted or something else up their sleeves, but they didn't. Not really, Mr. Matt.
I think for me, I don't think this is it. I definitely think they're going to be just as cheeky as Xbox was. After the showcase ends, it's going to be like, oh, here's the image of everything coming to PlayStation as well. Or at least I hope that they're going to do that, because I still do think we'll see some third-party stuff in the Xbox showcase that we'll get out of PlayStation. What I think coming out of what was the Meta show, what was this, I wish PlayStation did not go first. Yeah. I wish they waited until next week, for example. I feel like they could have had a better rounded out show. There could have been more announcements. And even though if we got announcements of stuff at other showcases, at least we could have gotten a different trailer. We could have gotten some sort of highlight. I feel like we could have had, the unveiling of everything that we got with Spider-Man today, and then say gameplay reveal next week at the showcase. Can you imagine the hype that would have built up in even in intermittently in between? I feel like they would have had more VR stuff to show. They would have been able to have both the Gran Turismo and the other trailer with Twisted Metal. They could have had 2 live action movie trailers.
We don't want to talk about Twisted Metal ever again.
But
we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it.
I feel like they went first. What was it, last year or the year before, and it worked for them. Like the last time they had a showcase, there was a lot of hype after what they did. I feel like this year, given what they had ready, or at least what they're willing to talk about, they should have waited and capitalized on the ending rather than trying to rush out the door to beat all the hype. And they could have, had a lot more to talk about, in my opinion. But I don't know, Court, what do you think?
Court and I are having similar body language. What do you got, man?
I just, honestly, for me, I look at this, I'm like, why do we need to see all these games so far out? It would have been cool if I saw an Uncharted, sure. But I look at all the games that I have about to play on PlayStation, all the games I've played, is it really Spider-Man's the game I'm going to play? That's awesome. I'm going to be playing Starfield on Xbox. For me, I got something out of that showcase. It was like, hey, there's games. They already did that time where they showed me Wolverine and I still haven't got it. I have gotten to this point in my old gamer age, or some people, I have a friend who calls me a boomer. Yeah, I got called a boomer not too long ago. This is what it is.
Whoa.
Well, that was all right. I just want to play the game. So if they show me in the showcase and I get to see it, cool. I know I get to play Spider-Man in October. If they showed me Ghost of Tsushima 2, that would be awesome. But I also could go on LinkedIn and see that they're making that game. Just show me the game when it's ready. I actually like when they used to do the Fallout stuff and they'd show it, and then 6 months from now we get the game. I actually don't really care for hey, here's the game. You might get it in 5 years. If it's in 2 years, sure, but just it is what it is. I got something out of it. If I watched the showcase and I was like, I don't want to play any of these games, then I'd be like, oh, that's a bummer. But I'm not going to be like hey, Xbox is going to trounce them or PlayStation is going to trounce them. Because you know what? In the end, I play on all consoles. I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. And to your point, I think in the old days, PlayStation did go last because they often had something to bring it, and maybe this is what they had to tell us. So it is what it is. Pat joins us in the chat and said, "I missed it. Anything good for Nintendo?" Lockleth, nothing really for Nintendo today.
Fae Farm is coming to Switch.
Yeah,
but not really.
Prince of Persia is probably Prince of Persia looks good. That would be a good Switch game.
Some cross-platform stuff, nothing specific to Switch, nothing really, nothing screamed, wow, Nintendo Switch is really winning this or whatever, really getting a lot. What do you think about that, Lockleth? It's fine.
I guess it's fine. I watched, I stayed and watched the Day of the Dead devs following it, and there's several that I have written down from that are also coming to Switch. So, and then Wholesome Games Direct this weekend. I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
If Nintendo doesn't do anything, but that's me on cozy side of things.
Right.
I still hope that Nintendo does something, but we'll see. I don't know.
And I don't mean to suggest, people are in the chat rightfully correcting me, I don't mean to suggest that nothing is coming to Switch. It just didn't seem like it was Switch didn't have a presence per se. I would say like PlayStation, I think, had probably the biggest presence of the three on an individual level. Some Game Pass stuff there that we'll get into as well, which I think was neat. But yeah, maybe should we just go ahead and jump on in, y'all? We do the thing. If you're watching us here on YouTube and maybe on the VOD afterwards, you can go back. We're gonna follow along with an article from Eurogamer.net. We're just gonna go right in order, and we can say as much as we want, or if we can skip through some stuff, that's all good too, you guys. But the show started with, I thought, really good, something really good, something I think I'm very excited about, and that's Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. We saw for the very first time this game is coming on January 18th. Court, what did you think about this to kick things off?
I said it. I was very excited about this. I thought this looked really cool. It looked a lot of fun. It doesn't look like it's going to be, huge in-depth story, but it looks like I'm going to get a lot of fun out of it. Prince of Persia was one of those games I played back in the PC way back in the day, and it like blew my mind on what you could do in the game. And it's a franchise that I thought Ubisoft kind of like left for dead for a really long time. So to me, it just excites me. Like I'm really just hoping it's fun. I'm not expecting it to blow me away, especially when I even look at it, but I'm expecting to have fun with it. And I've been saying this, and maybe it sounds boring by now, but I've been saying I just like having fun with games now. And if I don't, I just walk away and I'm okay with it.
How dare you? What an extreme radical position to take. Matt, where are you with this one, man?
I'm stoked about this. I thought this was a great way to kick things off. It's a known quantity that was still a surprise. Like obviously people know Prince of Persia there, but this is such a great way of kind of reimagining what we're used to with it. It being like a Metroidvania-esque is awesome. I think it's like the art style looks cool. The new main character looks awesome. Like everything about this just looks really, really cool. And it was all like easily one of the highlights of the entire showcase for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. Lachlan, where are you at with this one?
I think it looks fun. I didn't get to actually watch a lot of this because I kind of skimmed through it when I rewatched the first bit of the show. But yeah, this looks really good. And I think if it's coming to Switch, I think it'll be decent on there too.
Totally. I'm with all you guys. I thought it was a really great way to start the show off because I don't know that anybody really saw this one coming. I'm a huge fan of the series going all the way back. I played this on PC like back in like 1994 or something like that. It was balls hard. But I think on a like managing the IP front, that's what I'm maybe most pleased is because there's a lot of like the remake is in La La Land. It's in total limbo. Who knows? Maybe Leonardo DiCaprio will find it one of these days in limbo. That's an Inception reference there, Matt. But this is coming soon. So good. Keep Prince of Persia coming, my friends.
1999, Sean.
What was 1999?
Prince of Persia on PC.
No, it's older than that. No, go further back.
Oh,
than
really?
1999.
Oh,
yeah.
you're
right. 1989, the first game. Jesus, I was only 10.
Yep.
I wasn't born.
Okay.
But Matt, you said everybody knows Prince of Persia. I'm at this point where I think not everybody does anymore. The game's it's Xbox 360 was the last one we got one, right?
No, I know, but I mean, like even like to our generations, like I feel like it is a known quantity for a lot of people, and it's a great way to kind of reintroduce it to a lot of the young, like the younger generation. I think it showed really, really well.
Speaking of things that showed really well, and for a long time, Mortal Kombat 1, we had Ed Boon coming up on stage. I'm gonna have to watch some sort of ad here, like some sort of ant ad. What is happening? Come on, Eurogamer. I thought we were gonna.
This is all going directly to Jeff Keighley and his shack. Okay, leave him be.
All good. Mortal Kombat 1. Lachlan, I know you are a massive Mortal Kombat player. I think you've got at least a tattoo or two. Mortal Kombat. You got the logo. You listen to the soundtrack on a daily basis.
Show me the blood. Show me the spines. I'm ready. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Show me the blood. Show me the spines. Matt, where are you at with Mortal Kombat?
I'm stoked. I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks really, really cool. Mortal Kombat is probably one of the only fighting games that I'll actually pay attention to. Not really big on the genre as a whole, but I've always enjoyed Mortal Kombat, and I'm actually excited to check this one out. It looks cool.
Court, I know you're day one on this thing.
I'm just honestly, this is one of those. I'm happy that a gaming franchise from like when I was young is still around and people still enjoy it. It is definitely not a thing for me anymore. Yeah. But I love the fact that like there's a character in Raiden. He's from Big Trouble in Little China, and it was like a joke in the movie, and he became a character in a video game, and he's still there. Like stuff like that to me is really cool. And the fact that they're doing a whole story mode, I'd probably have no problem going on YouTube and watching the story when someone clips it all.
I don't want to whatever. I don't want to stoke the fighting game wars or whatever fanboyisms that are out there, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. This looks way more exciting to me than Street Fighter. When I look at this, it looks incredible. Totally gruesome, way over the top, almost cartoonish, but still kind of like realistic. And I did have a bit of a flashback, Court, to like 30 years ago playing the first one and thinking those are some of the most realistic graphics we ever saw. They videotaped real people and put it in a game.
I watched that video on YouTube the other day.
It's so cool. And made me think about, parents across the world being questioned on how they were raising their kids if you were allowing them to play Mortal Kombat. It was so central. It's like the whole reason you have the ESRB is centered around games like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So
genuinely.
this game, it looked so fluid. I'm just looking, we're watching it here again. And as I was watching the video on demand earlier today, I was struck by how beautiful the game is. And it's been a long time since I've really commented and been like looking at something going, how good does this look? Look how smooth it is. So, I mean, I'll wait for this to come to Game Pass, as I'm sure it will eventually. I'm not suggesting it would be day one, but Mortal Kombat, like MK11 and a bunch of other games ended up coming to Game Pass. I'd love to try it. I'll rent it from the library. And I would say that's a lot from somebody like me who doesn't typically play all of the fighting games, but the characters look cool. The cameo fighters looked really cool. And I don't know, man, just thought it looked pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Lachlan, where are you at? Are you watching the video? Is that what you're reacting
Yeah, I'm
to
like,
right
I'm just watching the video and I'm just watching the gore. Like this, I would pick Street Fighter over this just because of the gore in this. Like my husband always has played the Mortal Kombat games, so I've seen them before, but like anytime it's that last, you know, what is it, fatality? You have to choose,
let me skip to
like,
the end. Here's the fatalities.
Choose friendly, or you could choose fatality or whatever. And he would always choose. Sometimes he choose friendly, but yeah, these. Oh my god,
it's
like
so violent.
It is,
but it's like funny violent. It really is.
Is it?
It's just so cartoonish. It's just so cartoonish in that way.
It reminds me of like the first ones. Like remember when you pull the skull out of, you pull the spine out of the body. Like it's just like whatever. Then the disco like the techno music, that's all it's in my head the whole time we're watching this. I have no sound and I'm hearing Mortal Kombat screamed in the background. That's what I like about this. These franchises still being around.
Trauma is different for anybody, and this is
trauma.
This is changing me.
Fair.
I watched Ryan play Street Fighter for hours last Friday.
That's trauma.
Never want to do
is that what you're
again.
suggesting? That's trauma. Just watching him play Street Fighter.
Honestly, that game was so not fun. He's like, "This game's fun." I'm like, "Oh my god, you beat up a Roomba for like 5 times in a row here."
I want to fight the box-headed people. I'd rather do that. Than
I want to fight the Roomba and the fridge and stuff personally.
Oh my gosh, you guys! I remember watching the movie and feeling like I was so young watching the movie, too young to be watching that movie, thinking they really like those characters died. Like they didn't stand a chance against that Goro monster. How the heck are they supposed to survive? What a brutal tournament that they've got. I thought tournaments were supposed to be fun, and these guys are dying. Oh my goodness!
Is this a good time to talk about Lachlan's extra arm tattoos because her favorite character is Goro?
Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness gracious! Mortal Kombat comes out on September 19th. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. It was a good way to start the show so far. I would say 2 for 2 as we roll into Path of Exile. And we don't have to spend all the time in the world on every single game. So we might just kind of pass through some of these. But the next game, we're going to be watching apparently these ant commercials before every video.
Be gone, ants.
This is a Diablo game. This Path to Exile 2 looked like Diablo, looked very good. It's a free to play action role player. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on this one. We can keep moving if so, but like I thought it was odd timing. Just like, we're all playing Diablo right now.
I tried out the first one and I just found it like I know a lot of people who really love it, and I have some friends who like really got deep into it. I found it kind of like the barrier to entry was a bit high and it was a little bit overwhelming with the first one. So like I would hope that with the second one, I hope that the barrier to entry is a little bit lower, but yeah, like it looks cool. I just Diablo right now is just kind of taking all the air out of the room, so I don't.
It's too bad because I think it looks really good. Like it's quite gorgeous in its design, and I'm playing Diablo right now. And if I wasn't doing this with you guys right now, I'd be playing Diablo as well. Yeah. You can tell that I'm not playing Diablo because I'm watching these streams and these ant commercials with you.
See, I really think you have your kids underneath actually using the mouse and doing all this, and you have a controller in your hands. And
they're playing Mortal Kombat right now, actually.
Whipping out those spines.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, the fighting games, I thought this was interesting to see it like back to back. We had a crossover just shortly after the Mortal Kombat. Had a lot of time here at Summer Game Fest. We got Street Fighter 6 and Exo Primal, and Mecha Ryu fighting a dinosaur, and what looks like a Mecha Guile. Court, what's going on with this, man?
Honestly, I don't know, man.
I'm down for it.
I'm not in the fighting genre, and I tried. Like I watched Ryan, and we even talked about it on the show this week on the PlayStation Drive. And so I was like, all right, and I went down, downloaded a couple games on the PlayStation Plus. I deleted them before I even played them. Like it's just not for me, man. It's not fun anymore. I get beat up in this stuff. I don't got time for this stuff. This just looks weird. I'd rather play Transformers.
Well, this is also Exo Primal, right? So like this is going to be Exo Primal through and through. You can just, I think, play as these characters in that game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Game Pass. The Exo Primal's coming to Game Pass actually, so you can play it. You can try it at the very least. Court, July 14th, 2023. I thought you said fall, Matt, but I think it's
it said fall and then it said that.
Maybe I think this is like I don't know if it's the crossover is going to be imminent.
Oh, I see what you mean.
The DLC that this will be in fall, but the game itself comes out in July.
Yes, and thank you to Donnie Reese who corrected me. Path of Exile is free to play right now, so that's kind of neat.
Right, the original one
now, but we're playing Diablo now,
dude. Not even that, Sean. The new season for the Division, which actually is broken right now, and it's like breaking my heart. I tried to play it earlier today when I got back. That was the first thing I tried to do is play, and then I was like, and then after the stream, and now it's still broken. And they're one thing I'll say this to Ubisoft: they sent their employees home instead of making them work and like keep going. They went home for the day and they'll figure it out tomorrow. I was like, you know what? I can't blame them for it. But
what in the world, man?
I want to play that game and I can't. The servers are broken.
Holy cow. Locklith, I see you streaming Dead by Daylight on your channel all the time.
All the time.
You're just loving this showcase.
Can't wait to be the Cage.
Locklith, I'm right there with you. There was like 5 things.
Yeah. Well, less than that for me, but
Can
it's
I
so
have
funny.
Nicolas Cage in a different game?
Put them in more games. Why just Dead by Daylight? Nicolas Cage is coming on July 25th. But if you're playing on PC, you can download the test build from the 5th of July. Again, thanks to Eurogamer.net, where I'm reading all of this from. So Nicolas Cage has kind of like a strange death stare in this game. It looks a little bit weird, but what are you going to expect? I guess.
Yeah, but Nicolas Cage is inherently a bit weird, so I feel like it kind of captured the energy.
Listen, that was my childhood.
He knows how much of a meme he is.
Pre-teen years,
exactly.
Nicolas Cage
Live the meme life, definitely.
Yeah. He knows. I mean, did you see his hair color on stage? He's trying to keep that youthful look.
Yeah, looking good, Nicolas. You have my support, Nick Cage. I appreciate
keep
you, my
being
friend.
you.
Yeah, I love it. The Witcher had some stuff on here. Do you guys want to talk about The Witcher? You want to keep going? Witcher on Netflix.
I'm not caught up on The Witcher, but I have been watching the Netflix show. I'm
no
a fan.
Disrespect. I do want to watch it. But moving on. Witchfire is the next game that they showed us.
Witchfire? I remember they made a joke about this. Seth made a good joke, and I can't remember what it is right now.
They could have spaced it out maybe a little bit. Just get all the witching done all at the same time.
Witch woman.
We had a trailer for Witchfire, which enters early access on September 20th. Court, shut up. Get it out of your system. Get it out of your system. Just like hit the mute button and get out of your system.
That was literally Matt in chat earlier. Like, if y'all don't shut up.
Like I keep going. I'm not pausing for Court. He's like, I'm just gonna keep mumbling in here, just see what happens here. Court, take me away. What's up with Witchfire, man? September 20th.
Dude, I didn't even watch it after the fact. This is nothing to do with me. This is not a game for me.
What is this, Pirates?
Nah, I'm hard out. I just nothing about this. Like, it looks fine. Just meh.
Oh, I like how they put the witch hunt. That's nice.
It's witching. It's monsters. It's what was that movie? Van Helsing? Is it Van Helsing like kind of Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale kind of thing? Maybe no one. Moving on. All right, the next game.
I was watching the trailer. I wasn't even listening to the sentence you were forming there.
The next game, I think we can probably move on after this one as well. Crossfire: Sierra Squad had a cool trailer from YouTuber Rich Black Guy. So it's like, good for you, man. His name is Rich, so I think that's the pun. I don't know if you guys follow him. He's got good shorts. This is a PSVR 2, PlayStation boys, the Sony ponies out there.
Y'all have one of those VR2s. Are you gonna play this?
I will, because I'm starved for content. Like I think the game looks okay, but I don't really see how it looks any different than any of the other military shooters that are coming / on there already. The co-op is cool. Like, if Court and I both get it, I will happily play co-op with Court. But other than that, I'm like, it looks fine.
I'd love to see you guys in the same room doing it together. Like, the VR headsets on, but you can't see each other. You're just like waving your hands around, shooting stuff. Court, what do you think about this one, man?
Question for anybody in the chat: is this made by the same people that made like Crossfire X and all that?
I will check.
Or does it just happen to be called Crossfire as well?
Seems I don't know. Smilegate Entertainment, I don't think had anything to do with the first one, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Matt was talking about this Pavlov game that even looks better. To me, I'm just like, it's a clone of another game. I'd try it, but I don't think I would buy it. Is that?
I'm so alone on this. I think I might be with you on that, Court. I don't have a VR, so I mean, what am I gonna say? I thought it looked cool, and I was disappointed at the end when it's like, this is Crossfire game. I'm like, no, I want it to be its own thing. Like, I don't mind it just being a sort of bland, generic military shooter because it's in VR. It actually looks pretty decent. I don't know, looks pretty fun.
It looks fun, but it's like I've had the most fun I've had in VR so far. Is playing mini golf with Matt. Like that is just hilarious in so many different ways. Like all we've done is laugh, and my wife gets so mad. Or Beat Saber. Like those are the two. Like right now, I'm like, man, I had a lot of fun with those two games. And then Horizon was very cool to be in, but this, I'm like, I don't know, man.
I want to
shoot.
I want to see Ozzy Osbourne play this. That's what
I want. Call back. Yes,
that's what I want. That's all I'm picturing right now is him. Doing this, Sharon. Where do I go?
Sharon.
That's amazing.
Court, to answer your question, it's by the same overall company. Like Crossfire X is under the same kind of umbrella. They seem to be doing it, like putting it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, all right. Moving on. Anyways, I know. Now I know where Ryan gets it. Anyways. Remnant 2 is the next game that was shown, arriving on PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox on July 25th. These games are coming out soon, you guys. What did you think about Remnant 2, Lachlan?
It's the second in the series, so there's that. That's cool.
That's a better description than I would give. Way to go!
Yeah, that's pretty good. I thought it looked cool, man.
Lachlan, can you give us like the paragraph when you Google a game and you see it on the right hand side? Can you give us that paragraph for this game, please?
Yes, Remnant 2, the second in the series. You fight the same demons you did before, but they look a little different in this dark.
Pretty good.
Style shooter where you also become half demon in the second series of the Remnant. There you go.
Nicely done, dude.
Yeah, nicely done.
I have no idea if any of that tracks, but there you go.
I believe it.
Play it.
I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know. Like this is one where I remember watching it thinking, I bet everybody's hating on this, but this looks like a weird video game that just looks fun to play. I don't know. There's nothing really all that crazy special about it, but weird enemies, some weird weapons, a lot of glowy, flashy, colorful lights. I'm here for it, man. Court, you're looking unimpressed, though.
No, actually, it reminds me of The Matrix for some reason.
Like it's a mishmash of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, this is right. The power of Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, I'll try it. Like, it's one of those, am I going to, be a day oneer? Probably not, but if it shows up on the service, I'm like, well, why don't I give it a try? It looks like I can play it with other people. I don't know. Why not?
Yeah, like I know people that really liked the first one. I just never got around to playing it. Like the game does look cool. I like literally no hate. Just I don't know if it's going to be like again similarly to Court. I just don't know if I'm going to be there at launch.
Yeah, same here. That's the thing with Game Pass, and as you mentioned, Court, with PlayStation Plus, makes it a little trickier. So maybe I'll look it up from the library. I think it looks cool. I just want to give it a little love because I think this is a game that could get overlooked. What's that?
So because of you always talking about going to the library, so I went to mine.
Yeah,
and mine has like Wii games and Wii U games. There's
dude,
no new games.
Go online, dude. A lot of them have like a whole online like catalog. You can get it shipped. Like you can usually get games shipped to your library.
That's what I do.
I will check it out. I live further north, so sometimes not so much. But we'll check.
Court's just he's in the forest. He's got to go to his forest. Library.
I live in northern Ontario.
Next to Keely's shack.
Mountaintop? What's happening?
We have a Walmart. And we have a McDonald's that's in the Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's tough to do the drive-through there.
Oh, man.
I am sad that Ryan Turford is not here to scream at us with excitement. But Sonic Superstars was the next game that was shown. A really cool reveal. I don't think anybody was expecting this. Lachlan, let's start with you on this one. How are you with Sonic Superstars?
Listen, I never played Sonic Frontiers, but that was one that I was actually interested in playing because you don't have to run so fast constantly. It seemed like in that game. I am the worst with Sonic games because like I want to get everything, but you can't. You're just supposed to just go. It's like, this makes me anxious.
Yep, same. I feel very similarly.
I feel so anxious watching them run.
I have a fundamental problem. In this game, you can play as your favorite characters. There's Amy, or Tails, or Knuckles.
I like Tails.
They go into this like cool arcadey voxel kind of graphics. Yeah, cool. Very Pac-Man-y. It looks very nice. I have a fundamental issue is that as you play with these other characters, isn't Sonic supposed to be like the fastest? And then you play as these other characters who run just as fast as Sonic. Like I feel like that's
okay, Sean. Let me ask you a question. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say I come to visit you, right? And we're hanging out, and you're like, you've been all up on your fitness, you've been doing your running, and you're like, Matt, let's go for a run. And you're like, okay, like I can obviously run much faster than you, but if you're coming on the run with me, let's maybe keep pace together, right?
Right.
You have the ability to run much faster than I do, right?
Okay. Yep.
So Sonic slows down his
run? So we're all playing a slower game because Sonic got some slow ass out of shape friends. Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you're calling me?
Keep up.
Is that what I am to you?
Not what I said.
Yeah, I think the game looks cool. I think like the animation style looks cute. I think the graphics look really, really adorable. I said it in the chat, but like they really reminded me of like the Sonic version of Mario 3D World. Or 3D Land, whichever one it is. I'm looking forward to playing it with Lachlan and Seth for an eventual Let's Play.
Yeah, nice. Court, where are you at with Sonic?
You want to see Panic?
My daughter loved it from the movies. So we have a rejuvenated Sonic household. My wife, actually, it's one of the games that she likes playing still to this day. So to this looks like I'm going to have day one. I'll play it a lot with my kid until she gets bored with it. But it looks like it's going to be fun. I don't know. Something that we can play as a family. So I'm
amazed. I'm amazed that Sonic continues to not just survive, but seemingly thrive. Like Sonic is everywhere, and this looks like a decent quality game. Actually,
also,
whether it's for me or not,
PS4, it's Xbox. It's all the
things. Johnny Reese in the chat said I thought it was a mobile game at first, but I mean maybe that's just how good mobile gaming is.
Dude, I saw kids that were like legit like 6-7 years old at the grocery store the other day running around with like Sonic plushies. And I was like,
Sonic's cool, man.
Some things never go away, man.
Dude, that movie was awesome.
I was trying to explain to Lincoln, he was playing Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, and tried to explain to him, like, when I was a little kid, they weren't friends. And now here they are. They're going to the Olympics together. He didn't understand it. Like, we're going to have to give him the history there.
They weren't friends.
Okay. Court Lalonde. I know this is your game of show.
When this was announced, I was in my car and I almost could like see Ryan excited because I was like, this sounds like something Ryan would love. I don't even need to watch it. He even was like, I think he even said this was coming, and it was like, oh, this is something we all knew about. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't even know this was a game.
The game Court is talking about is Hawkeye Star Rails.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness gracious! Coming to PlayStation 5 during Q4 as the year draws to a close. Matt, who's playing Hawkeye Stars? And what's a Hawkeye exactly?
I'm playing Hawkeye Star Rail right now. Well, not literally right now, but I've been playing it. It came out on mobile. Has like full crossplay, cross progression, everything with the thing. It's made by the same developers of Genshin Impact.
Yep.
Which is like the Breath of the Wild clone. I never really got into Genshin.
It's really not.
Genshin compared to Breath of the Wild, it very much
I don't think it's I don't know about that.
We're having a nerd off now.
Yeah.
Well, actually.
Isn't Genshin Impact that game that got like announced for the Switch that never came out?
Yep, 100% that.
That is a pain point, Court.
Right. But like Honkai is like the turn-based RPG, variation of them. It does have some gotcha stuff, but like actually hold on, wait. No, I haven't anyways on it actually. Like they actually do a pretty good job of letting you play through the story, given the characters that you get for free. I'm actually really excited about this. I've really been enjoying it on mobile, and I'm not a person who plays a lot of games on mobile, but between this and Marvel Snap, they both have me, man. So I'm excited for this. This is great.
So what was is this that it's coming to PlayStation 5? Is that what the announcement was?
Exactly
that I missed? That's the news because it's on PC right now?
Mm-hmm. It's on PC and mobile right now, and it's coming to PS5 in Q4.
Matt, as a part-time weeb myself, why I don't totally close my mind to this, okay? I see the husbandos, I see the waifus, bright, shiny colors, things are happening here. Can you give me a pitch on this? Like, why should I open my heart and mind to this game?
And remember, he's left Ingrid behind, so let's just remember this.
Rip Ingrid.
Who's Ingrid?
She was in Fire Emblem 3 Houses,
like,
and I didn't realize that she died.
Oh,
I carried on, and I had permadeath on, and I
Ingrid.
didn't know it.
Oh my god, Paul. But yeah, no, like this game has a pretty satisfying like battle loop to it. Like the turn-based battles are actually quite fast. They're quite fluid, and like I don't know, I do inherently like gotcha as an idea, just because that card opening mechanic of like
I don't mind it. It's
exactly
cute word too, by the way. Gotcha.
Exactly.
I like it.
So I like if it's done properly, I don't mind it. Gotcha. So like again, the story's been interesting so far. I'm enjoying the environments. The combat's fun. Like Sean, if you're at all interested, check it out on mobile. It actually runs really great on my phone. Like it's free to play. Give it a whirl. And if you
almost had me. Mobile is not the key to my heart, but I could do it on PC. I could do it on PC.
Just a way to check it out and see if it grabs you. That's all.
All right. I think I might. Matt. How about that?
I like it.
What do you think about that? Yeah. This is the thing about Summer Game Fest and showcases like this. I would say if you have an open heart and you have an open mind, you can see something that like I had heard you guys all talk about this. I've seen it on the Twitters, but like part of the conversation, like maybe this is something that I would enjoy. Maybe I will absolutely never get back to Tears of the Kingdom because I can't get out of that dang shrine and I'm too dumb for that game anyways. Maybe I'll just go chase some gotcha mechanics with waifus and husbandos in this.
Welcome.
China-made video game. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, the next game was Lies of P. And this game's coming out on September 19th, which I don't know that we knew, Court Lalonde. Where are we at with Lies of P, the Pinocchio?
The Bloodborne type game?
It seems very deep.
They even like described it as that.
Yes.
This is the second game that's coming out on the same day, right?
Court is out. Damn. But Court, there's a demo available for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC right now. You're still out. Damn. Anybody else in?
I don't. Souls games are just not for me. I've tried and tried and tried. No, I'm out.
That's fair. Anybody in?
You know what? I will try the demo.
I'm down. Yeah.
Why not?
Lachlan's like, I'm in. And then Matt's like, yeah, and I'm in. And I'm in.
I'm happy people like these games. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm with Court. Like I don't know. I have to be in the mood for this type of game. Like I've tried to get in. Like I played a bunch of Elden Ring and enjoyed it. I beat Dark Souls because of a stupid bet. Like there was Demon Souls. Like I enjoy games like this when I'm in the mood for it. If I'm not in the mood for it, with like especially like there's so much coming out around in September and October. Like there's so many other games. I'll try the demo out. If it grabs me, sure, I'll pick it up on launch. If not, like I don't know. It's coming to Game Pass, is it not?
I believe it is coming to Game Pass.
Isn't this day one on Game Pass?
He is coming to Game Pass.
Yeah. So okay, then I'll try it out. I'll try it on Game Pass. Like again, like I don't know if I'm gonna stay with it, but it looks cool enough. And I mean, like a weird, dark reimagining of Pinocchio. Like, why not?
Yes, Lachlan, are you being for real right now? You're gonna give it a try?
I'll give it a try for real.
Are you being a liar?
Like I'm a baby when it comes to scary like games. So I want to witness this game. I want to play it. I'm going to try it out. It comes out a few days before my birthday, so if I fall in love with it, maybe this will be a birthday gift to myself. We'll see.
It looks very cool.
It looks awesome,
but it looks hard. So
look at this. It's like a big shark, but it's actually a battleship coming out of the ocean and landed on the beach. And I think this game looks great. Or submarine, who knows? One of the ships on Battleship. One of the little plastic toys on Battleship.
It goes somewhere in water above below. Who cares anymore? It's water related.
Let me just say this, and we'll move on Lies of P. I think like I'm not getting nearly as caught up on the gameplay, and mainly because they didn't really show us a whole lot of gameplay. Mm-hmm. I haven't really had my imagination captured and my attention captured in the way of Lies of P. In a lot, like maybe since like BioShock, like there's something about this trailer that we watched, which is why I'm perfectly fine with trailers. Yes,
I like the steampunk style. Yeah,
totally, and it looks very like the fidelity of it and the cinematography here. I think looks really cool. So I'm in for that. I think people have been waiting for the next gen of video games. Like when I look at this looks next gen to me. Looks really, really cool. So I'm in. I'm going to be trying the demo. Maybe we'll even stream it at twitch.tv/Carpool Gaming Live, which is a thing that we do. And Court, you've been playing Diablo over there. And I'm really happy that you've been doing it.
I even got a camera. I got a camera.
You got a camera? You didn't have a camera?
At Walmart. Final sale for PlayStation 5. It was the PlayStation camera. So I can even be on camera the next time. I was planning on streaming tomorrow on my lunch. I was going to play The Division, but it might not be working. So
Proud of you.
Maybe some Super Mega Baseball.
Matt, I might need some help on this. The creator of Dragon Ball, you're going to have to help me. Thank you. Is releasing a game on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The release date has yet to be announced. This is Sandland, Matt.
Yeah, it is. They hyped this up. I don't know. It didn't do much for me personally.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Akira Toriyama. I love Dragon Ball. His art style is very, very noticeable. Like you can tell as soon as anything he's like touched, it's always evidently him. Yeah. And I think that's cool, but I don't know. I have a hard time connecting with games that are just sand everywhere. Like there wasn't anything about this that really like blew me away. I'm like, I need to see more of it. Yeah. There was nothing about this that I was like, this looks amazing. This looks so different than Dragon Quest. This looks so different than whatever else. But it gave me great Dragon Quest vibes. It looks pretty. It looks cool. I got to see more before I kind of commit to anything, but I don't know. I was whelmed. I was not blown away.
Yeah, Donnie Reese in the chat says, at the very least, going to try it. Kind of Dragon Quest-y. For sure. Exactly. I got the similar kind of vibes. And I try to keep an open mind and heart to these types of things as well. Because I think one of the first times Ryan and I saw Scarlet Nexus, I think it was, I was like, absolutely not. This looks like just any other anime-style game. And I was wrong about that. I think Scarlet Nexus was very cool. So I got to keep an open mind to this one. But I will say, I don't think it showed that great. I don't know exactly what this is. I don't know, like, is there heart to these characters? Is there something that I can latch onto more than just the guy who made Dragon Ball made this? I think I need to see a little bit more. So we will see. No release date has been announced, so it's just this game exists, is what Ryan would say. I think this is a game that exists. We got a teaser next that there's going to be an Annapurna Interactive showcase on June 29th. And guys, I'm kind of pumped about this, but that's kind of far away. Lockleth.
Sean, did you see this little teaser?
Little bit of a teaser. Guys, starts with Stray. It gives us a whole bunch of Annapurna games, which are great. There's Neon White showed up, so Seth was right. So maybe there could be some Neon White coming soon. We'll see. Annapurna is a great indie publisher, man.
If they come out with like an addition, like a Stray 2 or something similar, like if they made a dog version of it, I'd be all on it.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, I'd be all about it.
Stray dogs. Oh,
we don't get enough. We don't get enough dog gaming content.
I would say the same thing. So there's big teases here. Big announcements are coming. Matt, Jeff Keighley said there's something at the end that was being teased. I don't like. Are we supposed to like pick this apart? This is the eye.
The eye, yeah, that's
the eye, and whatever flicks onto that screen. I think it's whatever on the screen more so. Listen, I'm all in on this. I'm incredible.
It's just a cat on the screen. It's a
cat on the screen.
Yeah, Annapurna has like an incredible catalog of games that they put out. I'm sure Stray's coming to Xbox. Like that's kind of like the front running rumor. If we get any sort of Neon White DLC, that's awesome. I'm always curious to see what they're doing. This for me felt weird to have here. Like the announcement of a showcase in another showcase felt a little strange. It's like, if like Capcom was here, by the way, we're like, oh, by the way, guys, on Monday. This for me, like I'm incredibly excited about what we're going to see there. I'm looking forward to it. I just don't know if we needed it here, in my opinion.
Yeah, Cord, do you have anything on this?
Feels like a blog post. That's all. It's just
feels like a what?
It could have been a blog post. That's Matt and I say this all the time. This could have been a blog post.
Very, very Inception, the way you said that, because I wasn't mad at it when I saw it, but you're right. It's kind of an announcement of a showcase within another showcase. Is that where we're headed? I guess that just goes to show how open I'm to anything at this point. So people can take my judgment with a grain of salt. Because I'm like, okay, cool. That sounds good to me.
I might be too busy playing Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life that comes out 2 days before that. So we'll see.
Well, I'm happy to see June continues with the video game Christmas all the way through to the end. The next game that was shown was Throne and Liberty from Amazon Games. So, guys, what do you think about this one? This is a very fantasy, very flowery, but demonic, maybe Lord of the Rings. What's happening here? I think I've been watching this for the very first time, to be honest with you. Anybody have anything on this?
I might have skipped over this one. I don't recall.
I don't know. Amazon has not done anything worth talking about, honestly. Like I would hope to be wrong that maybe this is going to be their first big success when it comes to gaming. But like they killed stuff very quickly. If this is another MMO type thing, like we don't know.
Yes. It looks like one. That's what
it does. So like I'm not putting absolutely anything into this because I just don't know what it's going to be like. And as I said, you can turn into a bird immediately out.
Really?
That is the
But
coolest
Chia,
part.
you
I
can
thought it looked
turn
pretty
into a
cool.
bird.
Yeah.
What
It's a single player game.
What remains of Edith Finch?
I hate
Wasn't
birds.
that
A bird flew into the back of my head a few days ago. I have a long history of birds attacking me. Okay, I don't get along with them. One flew into pecked me in the back of the head the other day. I did
How
nothing
are we
wrong.
friends then? I'm the
Noted for
pigeon
like,
brain.
I'm gonna
I
scare Matt with
appreciate
birds
you
in my
for
future.
being a
I'm
bird
definitely
in a
gonna do
human
it.
body.
Yeah.
Okay, Lockleth. If you
You
were in a
played
bird
Chia.
body, things would be far more creepy. Yeah, and I only use the birds to get around. Okay, I'm glad you're not a human in a bird body.
Yeah,
Well,
when
you could
it's
be a,
convenient.
it looks like you turned from a wolf to a man to a. You're half bird, half man, half wolf. Is that the thing?
I'm out.
Wolf
I
Birdman.
need to see more.
Wolf
Wolf Birdman.
Anyway.
It's so funny. I shouldn't have started with like that. It's from Amazon. I almost wish that wasn't part of the story here because I thought it looks pretty cool. I don't know.
But are you going to dig into an MMO? Because that's what this looks
Probably
like.
not. Like that doesn't mean anything. Like I only play about 6% of the games that I actually buy anyway. So what do I know?
Yeah.
I think it still looks cool, man.
That backlog is lengthy.
Oh my goodness gracious! Did we get a release date for this
Nothing.
at all? It's just this is a game that
sign up for the
exists.
tech test.
Yeah.
Free test.
Players
so
wanted.
players
To me, it's saying
wanted.
Amazon's like, sign up and play it. If you don't like it, we'll cancel it.
Well, that's exactly what they've been doing, though. Everything that
Yeah.
they've put out is here's an MMO, but here's we want money, more money for Amazon, please. And then
They
just
even
put
had
games
one
to
that was
bed.
very successful that they canceled. It was like, I don't
Yeah,
know,
New
man.
World had like a lot of hype coming into it, and then they canned it, like because it didn't do well out the gate. So it's like I don't know. I don't want to get attached.
Sounds like they're blaming you, Matt,
To me
It's
specifically,
not
I
you,
agree.
it's me.
for not
you know?
playing it. Exactly.
Well, if you could turn into I don't know like a whale, maybe I'd be in. But no, they chose a bird.
The Epic Games, the sort of
Anyways.
war-driven thing. Anyways, what was next was Warhaven, a new title from Nexon arriving in fall 2023. It's going to be part of the Steam Next Fest between June 19th and 26th. All the dates are backwards here on Eurogamer. They say the 19th and 26th of June. Is that
It's
is
UK.
that how
UK
you guys
way.
you guys all talk?
I have to do that at work all the time. Yes, the 19th and 26th of June, you can play
There's not even
Warhaven.
of June. It's just anyway.
26th of
Warhaven Court.
Yeah,
loving
no, I've
this.
got nothing on this. Yeah,
You love
Matt,
this.
at my age, I shouldn't say age. I've come to a point in my gaming where I'm just like, if it doesn't get me in the first little bit, it's not that I don't think it's a good game. It's just like I'm not going to play this. So
Yeah.
I'm
this the
moving
one
my
that-
attention somewhere else.
Yeah, this looks like For Honor again, but
Yep.
like
Doesn't
Dynasty
even look
Warriors and
bad.
For Honor.
Medieval.
This
Like-
looks like a bunch of different people playing.
Yeah. Well, that was For Honor was
For Honor,
multiplayer.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, medieval multiplayer melee combat looks cool. Yeah, I want to like games like this. I really want to play games like this. I really do wish Game Pass was loaded up with stuff like this.
Do you want to know what it is for me? I think there's an inherent time commitment that you have to put into in a game like this to properly enjoy it. Because I think you have to at least be decent. Otherwise, you just get, your butt kicked constantly. So it's just like, I don't know, maybe, 15-year-old Matt would have spent way too long on this. But like backlogs are an issue in this tender old age of 31 that I'm currently residing at. And it's just like, I just don't know if I have the time.
Such a baby. He's so little.
Who has the time?
You still have time.
You got
I have
lots
like
of
a
time.
year left, dude.
It's a game that I think usually when I look at something like that, I would be, arms crossed and disinterested. But I thought it had a good showing. Thought it looked pretty decent. But yeah, there's a lot of other things happening.
High school Lockleth would have been all over this, but
Yeah.
adult Lockleth doesn't have time.
But I do have one question though. Does this partially count towards Lockleth winning? Because if you take Warhaven and you take out the H, the V, and the N, and then you put in an R, F, and R, and an M, it's pretty much Warframe.
I just want
it's
them to
basically the same
fix.
thing.
I just want them to fix Warframe and make it cross-platform because I did attempt to play it, but if I can't play with my husband and I both playing on different platforms, then I don't want it.
I'm saying. Points
This
for Lockleth.
looks
Party
this looks
animals.
silly and fun.
Lockleth.
The
September
day
20th.
the day before my birthday, I want to play this. I think.
Looks like a ton of fun. I
Yeah.
think this game is coming to Game Pass as well. Or it's just available on Xbox.
Can't play
Actually.
it. Gosh,
it's only on Xbox. Look at that.
I thought they showed it at one of the showcases and had the Game Pass logo on it.
I thought so too.
I'm double checking right now. It is coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, I thought so.
Still can't play it.
Party Animals looks very fun. They showed a trailer that featured a bunch of streamers playing together, so that's how you're supposed to play.
I thought we saw this before. Like when it showed up, I'm like, haven't I watched this before? Like
We've seen it before.
This is
it's
just
like
one of those. Okay, I've already seen this
animals.
trailer. We getting it again? Okay,
looks super fun. I think
It
this
does.
is super cute.
Yeah. It's Gang Beasts but animals. Like this looks like a ton of fun. I'm entirely in. We play like with my wife and our friends. Like we've played Gang Beasts to death. So like I'm in for Party Animals.
Yeah. So nice win for Party Animals there. I think we're all in. And come to Game Pass, that always helps. This one I missed. This one I'm going to be watching this for the very first time. This is Crash Bandicoot Team Rumble 4v4 multiplayer game coming out on the 20th of June. This is happening right away, Matt. You're our number one Crash Bandicoot fan, I think.
Yeah, I love Crash. I just don't know if I'm in on this. Again, like this feels to me like a response to like Fall Guys more so than anything else. I don't know. Like it looks cute. It looks fun. I just don't know if I want to buy into a 4v4 online,
What is 4v4 what? Like Smash or like what are they doing?
No, it's not Smash. It's like Fall Guys almost. Like it's just a bunch of like random game modes and stuff where it's just like you just compete against others. It's like the response to Splatoon, even though Foam Stars is coming out and it's going to put Splatoon in the ground. Like this is just their online multiplayer game.
You're going to kill Court. You can't say things like that.
This is just their online multiplayer game, and
both games are bad.
Yeah,
Foam Stars is going to be a generation-defining title.
Okay? With that name alone, you can't say it's a winner.
Yeah. Lockliff, anything for you on Crash Team Rumble?
I like Crash Bandicoot. I've played before. I've played on the original PlayStation 1 and all those things, but I have I don't know, what was it like they released like 3 Crashes all in one game on the PlayStation.
The Insanity trilogy.
Yeah, I have that too, and I've played a little bit of it. But I don't know. I have Fall Guys. I like it. I think that's kind of where I would stay.
I like it.
I hate this.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think this is a miss for many of us. Curious if anybody in the chat feels any differently. Right after this, though,
Ryan's screaming again.
Totally different. What's that, Court?
Ryan loved this game. Like,
did he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
which one?
Alan Wake.
Crash or the one that we're about to? Alan Wake 2 was shown next. Sam Lake, the man who is perpetually 45 years old. I don't think he's aged since I've ever come to know him. Alan Wake 2, I don't have a huge history with Alan Wake in that I didn't like the first one very much, but this looks pretty different, Court.
I did not like the first one either, and this one looks amazing. Like that's what I'm taking from it. Yeah.
Yep. We are the same.
I honestly, this game, I don't want to see anything. I just want to play it.
What makes this one look amazing that the first one
I've seen enough that this looks really cool. The first one, I even tried to play I remember playing on 360, and then I bought the remastered, and I was like, and then I was like, nope, control's good. This isn't. And then I saw this, and I'm like, this looks very interesting to me. I just want to play it.
I think to your question, Locklith, the first game stars Alan Wake. I think Alan Wake as a character is boring. I think the main mechanic in the game was killing things with your flashlight, and I feel like this looks quite different. It's not the same style of game. It's a survival horror, and you now play as 2 different characters. So it just seems like it's not just the next one in the series, as you talked about with Remnant 2. It does seem like they're thinking bigger with this one, and they've control since then. So I'm very curious about what that's going to mean for how this game is going to evolve. And I want it to kind of scare the crap out of me, to be honest. I wasn't scared by Alan Wake. Yeah, like what is this anthropomorphic deer that just burst through the wall Kool-Aid Man style? I don't really understand, but it looks terrifying.
Oh my god, it yelled something when it came through that I could not unmarry and I cannot. Sausage, yeah, it sounded like it was just like sausage as it came through the wall.
And I loved Control. So to me now, this developer, I'm in when they put out a game. Developers can do that. It just is what it is.
Seth and Ryan were like incredibly excited about this. They both sing the praises of the original. Like I might check the original one out now, but this looks much more like Resident Evil than it does.
Matt, you probably like it.
This game?
No, the original.
Or the original.
If I didn't, you probably will.
I just thought it was kind of plain. I just didn't think there was really anything to write home about.
It's on a plane?
Pardon the pun.
I honestly, Sean, when I tried to play through it again, I was bored. I was
yeah,
like,
exactly.
I moved on.
I don't know. This one looks really cool though. So I'm glad that it's coming very soon, October 17th or 17th October for those
so
across
that
the
means
pond.
I will play this game when it goes on sale because October 20th is Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be busy.
I'll mention here what Seth mentioned earlier during the actual like show. If you play Alan Wake or want to play it, he suggests don't play it on Switch. So I wanted to mention that again here. Like that's probably not the best platform to play it on. So
probably goes without saying.
They showed quite a bit of Alan Wake 2 at Summer Game Fest here. You pick up a tattooed heart out of a freezer. Looks really cool. So shout out to Alan Wake 2. Next, we're starting with Lockleth on this one because you knew this was coming. You knew it was coming.
I see the future.
Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 is a video game name, and we saw it at Summer Game Fest. Lockleth, what do you think?
I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm a winner, and I'm excited.
Why was this like? How was this top of mind for you? That really surprised me more than anything.
It was one of my fantasy critic picks this year.
That was auto selected.
It was the auto selected.
Okay. Okay, this is all coming together now. Got it. Okay.
This was one of the auto selections. That in the Killer Clowns game as well. Both of them were fantasy critic ones, so like I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna show them. Why not?
Absolutely, it'll be here. Definitely.
They've shown this one before. Like, why not show it again? Like, yeah.
Did this do anything for you now that like you sort of serendipitously had this game coming into your consciousness?
Well, when I first watched the trailer, like before we did the fantasy critic stuff, this definitely gave me that Gears of War like bit. And I used to play that game on 360. It was up until, you know, the chainsaw type of thing where it gets kind of too gory for my taste. It gave me a lot of those vibes. So I think that's another reason that I remember it too, because it's very similar to that, but a lot more color too. Because like the characters here, they have blue. Well, they bring blue in. There you go.
Yep.
But yeah, basically it was on my fantasy critic. That's the only
I love it. They gave us a release timeline of this winter coming to PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. Anybody else on this? Because I'm buzzing about this one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Anybody else?
I think it looks really fun. This game was not on my radar whatsoever. I think it showed really well. I think it looks fun to play. I just looked up the original. I didn't realize it came out in 2011 and reviewed well. So like, I don't know. I'm curious to see more of this. Similarly, will not be a day one because of Spider-Man 2, but it looks fun.
It's coming out winter. I don't know if it's coming out around Spider-Man. I don't.
What did we wait?
I wouldn't imagine that.
Oh no, Alan Wake was coming out.
Alan Wake was right around.
And I think isn't this coming to Game Pass?
I think this is also coming to Game Pass.
Yeah,
yes.
So this is when games come to Game Pass, I'll give it a try. It looks like 100%. A Gears of War game. If it doesn't click with me right away, I'll probably drop it, but I'll definitely play it.
Is that for real? Can we get a fact check on that Game Pass? I think that's right.
I think it is.
It will be included on Game Pass as well. Yes.
Yeah.
That's like top tier Game Pass game, man. That's awesome.
I thought this was shown at last year?
It's been shown before.
It's been shown that it existed. I think it was
It's been shown with Xbox before.
I think this game looks amazing. And the Warhammer games just in general always catch my eye. Vermintide and some of those other games. Like, I think it looks really cool. Jacob Accord in the chat, welcome in, Jacob, says Space Marine 1 was pretty decent. I hear good things about that. I think this is the one. Maybe finally I can jump into a Warhammer game. It looks great.
You should check out that new one, Sean. I feel like you would like
the bolt gun, the boomer shooter one.
Yeah, it's getting a ton of good hype, and it has me kind of eyeing it as well. Like, it looks like a good time.
Yeah, I think it looks like a fun 7. I think I saw.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I think there's something about Warhammer, and I never got into it. I kind of wish I did. It's just something just a little outside of my reach. So shout out to
something
Warhammer
else
40K.
I remember about Warhammer is Henry Cavill is set to star in the Warhammer 40,000 show. So that's
good
also
for him.
That's another thing top of mind. If that's got Henry Cavill in it, I usually remember. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is top. So you're getting a sense of why I'm excited about today's showcase, because a lot of these games definitely have caught my attention. I'm just geeking out, living my best life. What is this next one, Court? Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall.
This is the one that I was talking to Seth. I wish that it was King's Quest, but I don't know. It looks, the art style looks really cool.
Yep. kind of a mix of beautiful, almost hand-drawn painting, but also pixelated story-driven game. We'll see. I don't know. Probably. I'll probably never play it unless it comes to Game Pass or PlayStation. I'm not gonna play it. This looks like a PC game coming in 2024. Matt or Lachlan?
I'm just laughing because, like Court said earlier, like I was called a boomer and I don't know why, and like it just really shows it a lot.
Oh, I think the boomer term is the most hilarious thing ever.
That's amazing.
I'm old. I don't play games that I don't want to play. You know, I don't have time.
I don't know. Like, am I supposed to fake it and be like, "This is the greatest thing ever"? Look at the art style. I love it. I don't know.
No, it just made me laugh because that's what you were saying earlier. I don't know. I mean, the art looks interesting. I actually didn't know this one was coming to Switch. That's another one it looks like is coming. So I might try it. I don't know. Donnie
Reese, our live fact checker. Thank you, Donnie, saying doesn't see anything about Space Marine 2 coming to Game Pass. So still unknown. Maybe not.
Dexerco.com has like a bunch of like a whole thing on it, and it's at least it's included there that it will be included in Game Pass. So unless they're wrong. But
the conflict continues. This will be the Space Marine fact-checking conflict. We'll have this sorted by the end of the evening, I think. Hopefully, the next game, Court Lalonde, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando from Saber. Yep.
After this ad,
I don't know. I think John Carpenter and vampires. I think this one is. It wasn't vampires. It was zombies. I think. Yeah, it's zombies with machine guns and stuff.
Is this a theme now, Matt? We're getting all the old, just old school horror coming back in various ways. I saw today that Friday the 13th license is up by the end of the year, so they can't sell it past the end of this year, and they can't play it after next year. That's crazy, man. So they're continuing to dig through the well of old school horror. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. I think I'm watching this for the first time as well. Yeah, what the heck is this? What kind of game is this?
I don't know. It's pass.
Thanks, Court. Appreciate the help, man.
Looks like zombies.
Like you can't describe it anything positive, so I'm just like, I'm out.
It just looks like a zombie game to me.
Just a zombie killer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, dude. Yo, this looks cool. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Can you get a new T-shirt, Lachlan?
Yeah.
This looks cool as a new T-shirt because Sean has used that as a descriptive to like. 90% of every game.
Well, you guys have used a descriptor. I don't know. About twice as many times.
I don't want to say anything negative.
This looks cool. You got waves of zombies and monsters. You got machine guns. You got trucks and armored vehicles and ambulances, and you're kicking people off and stuff.
Coronel Marines look cool too, but you know.
How do I hit this button? Okay, bye, Court. Court's gone for the rest of this segment. I think this looks great, man. What's the deal? I don't know. The cool looking monsters, everything's on fire. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando 2024 coming to PS5, Xbox, and PC. We'll bring Court back. He was about to go.
Like,
he's got his headphones off. He's like, I'm out of here, man. That game looks all right by me, if I do say so myself. Anybody else want to say anything about that game before we move on?
I'm not a zombie game fan.
Oh, it looks great.
That looks so
good.
Looks
great. Welcome back, Court. Baldur's Gate 3. Again, another game for Court Lalonde.
After this Express Oil change in tires ad. There we go.
Baldur's Gate 3 has my attention. I'm very curious about this one.
Dungeons and Dragons. That's the way Seth explained it to me. I'm in.
Yep. Baldur's Gate was the original games were done by BioWare early in the days of BioWare, bringing the rolling of the dice to a wonderful role-playing game. Very difficult back then. This game has been in some sort of early access, Matt, for a little while.
But
it's been in PC early access.
It's turn-based though.
Yeah.
So that scares me.
Yeah, it's been in PC early access for a while. I don't remember, but I feel like when it initially hit early access, it didn't get the best reviews, which I'm hoping, I mean, when going into early access, I think you always kind of got to keep that, with a bit of grain of salt. Yeah. But I think it looks cool. I'm kind of curious to see more. But yeah.
Games coming out of early access on August 31st. Lachlan, has this been on your radar? Just like Space Marine 2, I know you've been tracking this one closely.
Yeah, I'm looking into the future on this one. I read that as Babar when I first saw it, and not Baldur's Gate. I was like, Babar. I was like,
Babar's Gate would be a much better game.
So that's where my headspace was at the entire time I was watching the trailer. But yeah. This is on my radar now. Look at that character. That looks cool.
It looks cool. It looks cool, Court.
I like it.
Baldur's Gate has a lot of history, man.
This
August 31st.
I want to learn more about Dungeons & Dragons.
There you go.
The first two were pretty tough, I would say. Like, that's what I remember from them. They were kind of challenging. So I don't see really any gameplay here. This looks mostly like behind the scenes, the voice acting, kind of giving you a little bit more.
Unveiling a new character of Lord Enver Gortash.
That's not real. Is that real?
Dude, look up at the paragraph, like right above. Yeah,
Lord
Enver
Gortash. Yes, voiced by Jason Isaacs.
Lord Enver Goulash is his name.
Oh my goodness, not the goulash.
Goulash. My mom makes goulash.
The moment has finally arrived. Who wants to tackle this one first? Spider-Man 2 was finally showcased here at the Game Awards. Matt, why don't we go with you, man? You're beaming over there. This is your time.
I can't wait. I just seen the cover art. It's such a cool evolution of the original, and of course of Miles. Like, the collector's edition looks beautiful. We got confirmation that Venom is not going to be Eddie Brock. So which is like, it's not really surprising because they have to put him in and then develop him entirely as a character. I really do think a possible spoilers for Spider-Man 2 that they're probably going to make Harry. I still have like a running theory that it may be Peter and they may be trying to fake us out in some way, shape, or form.
I think that trailer destroyed your theory, though. I love you, buddy, but it destroyed that theory.
No, I think it's more than likely going to be Harry. I just think like even like the couple pieces of concept art we saw looks beautiful. Confirmation that's coming October 20th. And yeah, dude, I just need to know where I can buy that collector's edition because I don't care how much it is. A 19-inch statue of both Spideys with Venom, like I'm in, dude. Like I'm entirely in. I cannot wait for this game, dude.
I'm the same. Court, where are you at with it, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna go dark from here on in on anything. If they release any more stuff on this, or they do, even if they do another state of play, I don't want to watch it. I'm at the point where all I want to do is not be spoiled. Like I'm even now seeing the Venom when they show Venom fighting them right here in the screen. I was like, I wish they never showed the symbiont suit on Spider-Man in that previous trailer. I wish I didn't know. Like I'm like, why didn't you have?
Yeah, you were gonna play it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I want that one more thing. So I'm really, and now in my brain's going into like, what is the the end credit scene? Like, who am I gonna get introduced to? Like, that's where I'm going with this now. I'm in. I'm gonna play it. I don't want to see more. I don't need to see more. I want to just play the game.
October 20th is gonna be here faster than you might think. Lachlan, I don't know about you and Spidey, man. Nothing.
That's fair.
No, sorry. My husband's back here heating up his food. I didn't want it to come through. I didn't want it to come through, and I figured y'all were going to talk for longer because I know this is y'all's like.
Game, Matt and I will talk in depth.
I'm entirely.
Okay. It'll be all Spider-Man 2. Pretty much every episode will be Spider-Man 2. Anyway.
Do you guys think? Do you wish that? Well, I think I know, Court, your answer. Like you're going dark on this. Matt, do you wish that they showed more? Was this just enough to go a reminder this game is still coming and this is you can buy it on October 20th? There's like, what did you get anything out of this feature at Summer Game Fest?
I did. I honestly did because I think the major question that we were left with after the PlayStation Showcase was when. And this answered that question. Like, I don't think this was them scrambling to get a release date together after a lackluster showcase or whatever. They knew what they were doing.
They need another beat.
Summer Game Fest. They needed stuff here. They needed something first party here. It has a wider, reach, I think, than just a specific PlayStation Showcase does. There's so much more. There are many more people watching this than there would be a specific PlayStation Showcase. So to see Venom like in its entirety, because all we really got before was the face, to get confirmation of the collector's edition, to get the date, I think they did enough here. And for any of the like the diehard Spidey fans, even just the idea that it's not Eddie, there was enough for me here for it to warrant being here. And I cannot wait. Like similar to the Court, I'm in. I don't need to see any more. Of course, I will be suckered into watching whatever they show me in between now and then.
But we're getting a state of play. We know we're getting a state.
Yeah, I have no self-control, so I'm going to watch it. But like, I'm entirely in. And I thought like, the unveiling of the cover art it's beautiful. It looks super cool. The date and like the collector's edition and stuff, like I'm in. Like I think this was enough. And it wasn't too long. It wasn't like a 15-minute segment of them just talking. But yeah, no, I thought that this was enough. I thought it was a great showing.
It's going to be an absolutely massive game. I have no doubt. This has me, and I don't know if anybody else is in on this as well. I'm going to be going through some Spider-Man comics, man. I think you and I might be doing a little something. We got a great and active channel in our Discord, by the way, for comic book nerds. I think I'm going to have to go read my Kraven's Last Hunt that I picked up a while ago.
We talked during. We said that Ryan, like, I was like, oh, I should stream the game on day, and then they brought up the good points of like, hey, like, this is a story-driven game. People might not watch it. So Ryan was like, why don't I play old Spider-Man games? So like on launch day, he'll play like Web of Shadows and like all that kind of stuff and stream that, because just Spider-Man it up.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it's a year of Spider-Man. I love it. I love that there's not other comic book games that are really kind of stealing the thunder here. We can focus on Spider-Man. It's going to be absolutely massive. Dude, I am so excited for this one.
And like between Across the Spider-Verse and this, like this is really just poised to be an incredible year for Spider-Man. Like
let's all dive in. Also, I definitely recommend people going to check out PSVG, where Donnie just reveals his deep understanding of Spider-Man, by which I mean he doesn't know really much about Spider-Man at all, and it's very entertaining to listen to. I love it very much.
I've had a great time, but I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, good night, Court.
Night, buddy.
Bye, buddy. Send us your audio. All right.
Finally.
And then there were 3. Yeah, I know, right? I didn't get his final thoughts on the whole thing. That's too bad. Kind of wanted his like wrap up, like how he felt about the whole thing. You know?
Here, I'll do it. Really, I just thought that I saw some games that I really want to play. There are some games that I really want to play with my family, and anything that, you know, I just like playing games to enjoy them now. So there's a couple good games I liked in there, and that's enough for me.
I don't put it on easy mode.
Yeah.
I might try it if it comes to Game Pass, but that's about it.
Yeah, see?
All right.
Go team.
Thanks, the next game was Pal World. Lachlan, this is you. This is absolutely Pokemon clone coming January 2024. Is this a Pokemon clone? Is that where it looks like a Monster Hunter Pokemon kind of thing?
It's kind of a mixture of the two, I would say. Because Temtem is more closer to Pokemon, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Temtem is great, by the way.
Okay, this game is gorgeous. What the hell?
Yeah, it looks nice.
There's something about them using actual guns that immediately takes me out. If this was like, if you were using bows, if you had something else going on, they're using like AK-47s and shooting at these things. There's just something about the really cute art style, like the vibrant world, and then running around with automatic weapons that just doesn't gel in my mind. And I lost interest entirely as soon as I saw them whip out a gun.
Bowsah joins us in with the chat, says I'm all in for Pal World, been waiting on a date. I think I'm with you. I didn't know anything about this game. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of it at all, but it looks interesting. I like it.
It looks shameless in its
ripoff. I was about to say some of these look very similar.
That's an Eevee. That's absolutely an Eevee. Yep. There's a sheep one that I don't know the name of. It looks like a sheep Pokemon.
Woolly or something. I can't remember, but there's a Pokemon that's great. Yeah, these are very
it looks cool. Like these.
Gyarados.
Yes, these are Pokemon. These are absolutely Pokemon. There's a Ponyta. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. He just whips out a minigun.
That's what I mean, dude. Like, there's just something about it that entirely, like, as soon as I saw the guns, it took me out. This was making the rounds on Twitter.
I think it's hilarious. Look at those sheep.
Yeah, dude.
Sheep. Like, that's hilarious.
I can't. I can't.
I want it so I can have that. Like
I need screenshots of those.
There was clips of like Twitter going around where you literally like I might be wrong, but in my memory, I remember like a bunch of the animals literally working on making guns, like almost like they had like an assembly line. Like there's just
you know what? I think I relate to this very much. That's me.
They've got these machine guns mounted to like sandbags. Oh my gosh, it looks great. Yes, I am totally like, is it an action game? It almost looked like there was some base building over here. And I cannot believe how much time we are now spending on Pal World coming January 2024. But that's where we're at, you guys.
Oh, they're cute though.
It looks like Monster Hunter.
Like, the art style's great. The world itself looks really good. So I don't know.
Yeah, Pat in the chat says day one. Absolutely. This looks so cool.
Yeah, see, look. They're literally on like an
assembly line
making guns.
Nah, they want to be there, Matt. Leave them alone.
Look at their faces. What about their faces makes them want to be there?
Well, maybe we're saving them. You don't know.
Maybe
we're saving them.
I am so in. Holy cow. Pal World. Who made this game?
I don't know.
I don't know. They didn't have.
I can't see it. Yeah,
it's not
I don't know
written
who
here.
made this game. All right. Well, January 2024 is early access, whatever that means. So
yeah, on what?
we'll find
I
out
wanna know.
soon.
Where?
We have to learn more.
It's developed.
Ryan
by
has all the
Pocket
notes.
Pair.
We don't know anything.
Pal World is developed by Pocket Pair. It's coming to Xbox Series X and S and Microsoft Windows, evidently.
Ugh.
Can you say that one more time for me, Matt? Sorry.
Yeah, it's developed by Pocket Pair, and it's developed. It's coming to Xbox Series X and S and Microsoft Windows.
Not PlayStation or Switch?
Yeah, I won't be able to play it.
Do you think the Switch could run that?
I mean, I don't know. It just
if
seems like
if it at least came to PlayStation, I could play it, but I won't be able to play it.
Wow.
Sad.
Okay, well, I'd love to talk about that for the next 45 minutes, but we'll move on anyways, as Ryan would say. Next up is Land of the Morning Light for Black Desert. Is this? Oh, Black Desert's a MMORPG that I've always wanted to get into. Looks very interesting to me. Coming in June 14th. This is just an expansion for Black Desert, I'm guessing. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, Locklith is all in on this one. It looks like.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
It also looks gorgeous. Like this, there's a lot of good-looking games here that I wish I could play. And Ryan would tell me 5 reasons why I would not be able to get into this. But he's not here to do that.
I will say, like, Black Desert Online, I tried to get into over the pandemic. Very high barrier to entry. It was very difficult to understand, and like it was not the easiest way in. Granted, this looks much different than the game I remember playing. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
looks cool. Okay. Anyways, Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria gameplay trailers coming autumn 2023. Dude, I think I missed more of this than I thought. I thought I was mostly caught up. I didn't see this one either. Matt, what did you make of this one?
I actually missed this one too. I'm looking it up right now.
We are live reacting. This is a nice like blend of discussion of what we saw and also live reaction. Locklith, where are you at?
I wasn't impressed by how it looks. I do remember that.
What even is it? So you play as dwarf? Like that's the lands of Moria.
So it's developed by a studio called Free Range Games that has only put out a couple games, including Jenga AR and the Rube Goldberg Workshopped. They assisted on stuff like the Callisto Protocol and Oddworld Soulstorm. I don't know if it's going to live up to the precedent that Gollum has set for it.
Yeah, that's pretty high bar. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking at this game like it does not look.
It looks bad, dude.
Great.
Like my initial reaction, this does not look good.
No.
And I'm not hearing great things about how the estate of the Lord of the Rings or just that property is really being managed right now. So that's a shame. The Lord of the Rings is amazing, dude.
How Smeagol jumps in that game.
Yeah,
it's like in my head rent free. Like
his facial animations is rent free in my head.
Ugh.
Matt, now is your time to shine. I think my friend Sephiroth was answering his phone. look at Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. This is a mobile game. What the heck is this?
Yeah, it's a mobile game.
Keep going.
No, yeah, keep
Final
going.
Fantasy VII has a mobile game. Oh my! He really is answering his phone. There it is in the trailer.
It does look pretty decent. It does look cool. I will probably check it out. I think this is the one that's like almost like a retelling of a bunch of the old games, kind of like rolled in together. Well, not a bunch of it, but Final Fantasy VII. It's almost like a retelling of a combination of a bunch of it. Like I'll check it out on mobile, but like we can
sort of a weird blend of it looked like the characters originally looked like the first game, and now into the action sequences they look like from remake.
I'm sure there's going to be gotcha and monetization built into this that like probably gives you different stuff. But
I like the chibi part. What are you even doing? I don't understand what's even happening here. There's some turn-based stuff. You're selecting some action abilities. I don't know.
It's like a retelling of Final Fantasy VII with also other stuff or something.
For a mobile game, visually, it looks pretty good. Yep. All right.
Looks fine.
Anyways, Banishers. What is this? Banishers : Ghosts of New Eden. It's coming at the end of 2023. Locklith, what do you think about this one?
I hope they're banished.
You
what? Banish them ghosts.
Don't nod.
I hope that they get some people to New Eden to help get rid of these ghosts.
Okay, Like a Dragon is next.
Yes, there is.
The next game that they announced, Like a Dragon, Gaiden,
the man who erased his name.
What a good name.
cannot wait for this. This is like an in-between Yakuza, or Like a Dragon 7 and 8. 8 being kind of the next mainline title, which has both Ichiban from Like a Dragon 7 and Kiryu, who is the protagonist through all the rest of the games. Kiryu was supposed to be retired at the end of 6, so this is kind of, they're bringing him back for 8. There's gonna be 2 main protagonists, so this is kind of the story that it's a shorter one. It's like, it's not a full price title. It's not a full length Like a Dragon title. It's just supposed to be like an inner chapter, bringing Kiryu up to speed for Like a Dragon 8. So yeah, it's like, this is very much for fans of the franchise. This would not be a jumping in point for anyone. But yeah,
interesting.
It looks great. I'm in. Like, I'm
You're in. You're Lockleth.
Pass.
Yeah. I struggle with what you just said, Matt. I'm like, you guys have heard me all night. I want to keep an open mind and heart to all these games. This does look great, but I don't know a whole heck of a lot with Yakuza or Like a Dragon or any of these things.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. You picked up that marquee and like threw it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Oh yeah, you beat everybody up with everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not the place to hop in. Like, this is very much for anybody who's been following. I'd imagine you'd be very, and because a lot of the games do have characters that carry over, have storylines that carry over. It's very much like its own universe. So trying to hop in here would be just a really weird hopping in point, in my opinion.
My 2 brain cells couldn't comprehend, so I'll pass for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like there's so much story that happens in those other games that I don't even know, even if I did play, if I'd be able to connect it all together. So maybe that doesn't matter for me.
You wouldn't just be able to connect it. I can tell you that right now.
Each game has a self-contained story. It's like characters and stuff will carry over more than anything else. So it's like, again, like, if you don't know these characters, again, and it's just all builds on itself. It's cool.
That's all right. Well, right now we have a Pedialyte ad that we're watching while we wait for Under the Waves.
In French.
Under the Waves on August 29th. This is literally an underwater game.
It's
You're just
scary. It looks scary.
Really?
Because Ocean is scary.
Ocean is
Parallel Studio made this game. Yeah.
Looks...
Quantic Dream, Spotlight by Quantic Dream. What does that mean, Matt?
I don't know. This game, I don't like water temples. I don't like underwater games. This for me is just
they didn't really show anything like super large, and it looks like you're just trying to, I don't know, it says, but also terrifying of those of us who worry about what's waiting in the deep blue. So obviously maybe something is there, but maybe it's you're thinking the whole time that something's there and nothing's there, I don't know. It's terrifying.
It looks like you go back and forth between scuba diving, shipwrecks and whatnot. You looks like some mines are on some treasure chests,
looks like
but also
puzzle solving almost.
Yeah. I know I've been saying a lot, you guys. This looks cool. This looks pretty cool. I'm down
it's
for it.
Portal Under the Sea. I'm here for it.
I haven't really been paying attention on Twitter. Like, are people down on the spot, like the showcase today? Because like, I think this is all good. I think this is all really cool.
People seemed very
Under the Waves coming August 29th to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One, and then to PC on Epic Games and Steam. You can wishlist it now. I'm wishlisting this. This looks neat. Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for showing me games I didn't know about before. All right. Call of Duty. Lachlan.
Oh, yeah. You know me. One of them COD boys. Ready for this. Ready for this.
When I think of Lachlan, I think COD boy.
Warzone Season 4 coming on June 14th. They showed us a bunch of that stuff. So, and not to diminish Call of Duty. It's obviously a massive game, but
I'm terrible
not
at
too much to
these
say
types
about
of
it.
games. I'm just terrible at it.
It reminds me that I bought it. I did buy it, and I should be playing it more, but that's just me. What else is new? Shout out to Call of Duty. All right, Lachlan, your time has come. Fae Farm from Phoenix Labs coming to PC and Nintendo Switch on September 8th. This looks cute as all get out.
It's cute, and it's also not like cheesy, like there's a lot of farming sims. Like, there's so many different farming sims, but sometimes the art style just doesn't hit it. It's almost, it gets to that point of, an animated show has been going on for too long. It reaches that weird animation style.
Yep. They got too much budget.
Like that. Yeah. This is not like that. And I like that, like, some of the NPCs, like you saw one was in a wheelchair, so it looks like they're being like cognizant of maybe other people that are playing it as well. I don't know. It just looks really cute. It looks really cute. I'm here for it. I'm
Matt,
here for all the
September
farming
8th.
sims.
I know. Well, this is we didn't get a whole lot of them here, I don't think. But this looked great, Matt.
Yeah, this looks really cute. Like I'd be curious to check it out. Like I don't have a bad thing to say about this.
Yeah, I'm always curious what the gameplay loop is. Like it's obvious what's happening here, but what keeps you coming back to your farm? That at one point a man has a sad cloud over his head, but it looks like he's putting a positive spin on it, using it to water his harvest. I don't know.
He's watering his crops.
Yeah.
I think it's cute, and it looks like there's like seasonal events too, potentially as well. So,
can we go back for a second to that person swimming? Because that animation was keep going.
Yeah, it's after this. It's after this.
It was when they were fishing, because that swimming animation looked hilarious.
Seasonal. Okay, I see what you mean here. Yeah, the seasonal part of it. Yeah, man watering his crops once again.
Yeah, sad cloud. Look at that swimming.
That was great swimming.
I know. It's just like it's imagined like a child learning how to swim, just like flapping around.
That's what I look like when I try to swim. I'm terrible.
You can decorate your house. And I'm
lots of decorating. You got fairies. You got some sort of fairyland. Yep. Yeah, fairy, an old man fairy with a Mr. Rogers sweater. It looked like for a second there. This looks cute. This looks really cool.
It does.
All right, so it's coming to everything, even Nintendo Switch, September 8th. Keep your eye out on Faith. Did we know about this before, Locklith?
I did. Radar? Yeah. I had this on my radar. I wasn't expecting to see it here, but I was expecting it like on Wholesome Games maybe to see it, but. Yeah,
there's something very alluring to these. I want to play the Harvest Moons. I want to play the Stardew Valleys. Animal Crossing can be whatever, but those other games in the mix.
Here you go, Sean.
Oh, Marvel Snap happened. There was apparently this was me. Everybody was saying this guy screaming about Marvel Snap was me with the glasses and all of the excitement. I got confused because I thought they were announcing a real card game, but I think we can maybe keep moving on with Marvel Snap.
But you didn't like the printout cards that the guy was laying out in later on.
I did like that a lot, actually. I wish they did give us real cards. I'm down.
See how those cards are cut? He did terrible cutting those things out.
Look, I was in my car, okay? Like I was quickly typing in, being probably a little dangerous to chat with you guys, but whatever, man. Stop judging me. All right, Marvel Snap is a thing. I think disconnected my connection. I'm not really spending any money on Marvel Snap anymore, so I know I was doing it. Yeah,
I love it a lot, and I think everything that they're doing with it is really cool. But yeah,
King Arthur, anything from you guys? King Arthur's coming to PC and mobile. Pre-registration's open now.
Not a mobile player.
Yep. Free to play Wayfinder coming PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S later on this summer.
I'm not even sure what this is, but no, it's probably a no for me.
Yep.
Colorful swords. Some of these games,
colorful
swords, and
everything after Spider-Man. I think Matt is just slowly like.
No, I'm back for the final reveal, but like everything between now and then. Is
I think I'm with you guys. We'll move on. Stellaris from Paradox Interactive. This game was shown next. Anything on this one, you guys? We don't have to. Like I said,
remember it.
Deep dive everything. Oh, it's space.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't remember what it was.
This one is space, a turn-based. Oh, this is the one we said was.
This is a court game.
Yeah. So 4X. I don't remember what the 4X is. It's like you're just managing stuff. Goodness gracious.
It's a space.
It's actually a Garrett Bland likes 4X games. I just wish I could remember what 4X stands for. Okay, moving on. The next game was Space Trash Scavenger.
Expand, exploit, exterminate. That's 4X.
Oh, you're right. Where did you pull that from?
I googled 4X.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the assist, buddy.
Got you.
Space Trash Scavenger. Kind of. Is this what you're saying, Lockless? Was Lego in space? You said it's perfect for me. Is this the game that you tagged me on?
Was it this one? It might have been. Yes. Wait.
Yep. Yep. No, I'm in on this for sure.
I don't remember if this was it or not, but yeah, it was something in space. And I was like, oh, if it's space, it's Sean.
It's pretty well. It does look pretty simple. Maybe I'll walk that back a little bit. I don't know if I'm really in on this. We'll see.
It looks like Roblox.
I don't think this is the one, because they were like making vehicles. This is different.
Maybe not so much. Star Trek Nerds Unite.
I was watching Day of the Devs. That's what the game was from. It wasn't in this.
Oh, okay. I'll go check my Discord messages. All right. The USS Enterprise is back. The Borg made a short appearance during the trailer for Star Trek
They spelled Star Trek
Infinite.
wrong.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
There's no C in Trek.
The Borg are terrifying. Resistance is futile. Matt, are you in on Star Trek Infinite?
I am. I'm not. I don't know anything about Star Trek.
It's a giant cube. The Borg are a unified android kind of race. They're terrifying, and you should not resist. So just join them, just like Jean-Luc Picard did, or Professor X, if you like. Cool. I don't know what this game is, though.
Yeah, don't know.
Star Trek Infinite.
My sister's a Star Trek fan.
Full revealed on Picard Day. June 16th apparently is Picard Day. I didn't know that.
There you go.
So it's coming up soon. We'll know more very soon. The Twisted Metal. Do we need to spend time on this Twisted Metal?
God, keep going. It looked bad.
Looked terrible. Just, I mean,
they could have picked a different scene. Why did they pick that?
I know. Yep. Well, maybe that was the best of it.
Well, again, they were like trying to show Sweet Tooth, I'm sure, but like that entire scene was just awkward and just felt.
It was very uncomfy.
Yeah,
I needed to see cars. I needed to see the destruction. Yeah. Honestly, like I know that might be a little cliche, but maybe start there before you start to tell us that the characters are interesting and that we might want to see what's going on there.
And they talk about the thong song because
yeah. This one I don't know how to pronounce this word. Lisfanga, the time shift warrior, coming in 2023. Cool looking protagonist with a sword and long hair. Matt.
Yeah, the game looks really cool. Very curious to see more. I thought it looks cool. I'm in.
Hades like action and perspective. Even you can rewind time. Lockleth.
Yep, I noticed that. I think Ryan said something about you have to time things right too. So I'm guessing that's what the rewind comes in.
Yeah, I don't know. If people are down on the showcase, I don't know what you're watching. We're obviously watching two different things. This looks cool. Make it a shirt. I don't care. This looks cool to me.
I like the character. I like her for sure.
Yeah. And was this a reveal? I don't know if I've seen or heard of this game before.
I have not heard of it before.
Might have been a world. We need that world premiere.
World premiere.
It's coming to PC only, Steam and Epic Games. All right, I'm gonna have to wish list that thing. So, and Donnie mentioned that there's a very easy to find and navigate wish list on Steam that you can go in and just find everything that was announced, which is very cool.
Guys, I gotta get going in a sec because it's just been a long day. But I just want to shout out both. Love you both. Sorry, I'm just tired.
I hate everybody right now, man. Lachlan, you and I will close this thing up. Matt, I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
But we're almost
Final
there,
Fantasy VII Rebirth looks awesome. I just want to say that real quick before I go. The game looks fantastic. Really, really curious. Ryan owes me a pizza. This is cool.
Did you really?
Thanks,
yeah. You guys had a pizza bet?
We had a pizza bet of whether it was coming out this year or not, and I won because they said early 2024. So
I thought I thought we were gonna clinch it there, but not so much. All right, man. Do you want to let people know where do you want to let people know where they can find you on the internet before you peace out?
Come to Twitter, Manus for Silverstore. Come to PlayStation Drive. Just hang out, and we'll be here back. I'll be back for Xbox on Sunday. So
yes, continues. The hype train continues. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, love you guys.
Yes.
Peace.
All right, love you, buddy. All right, Immortals of Avium from EA. Lachlan, what did you think about this one? It looked gorgeous, actually.
It looks really good. They showed I'm guessing it was a bad guy earlier. It looks so, I don't know. The style looks really cool. But what did Ryan say? It's similar to that
Forsaken.
Yeah. Yeah. And I haven't played that either, but he said he really enjoyed that game. So I'm assuming if that one was good and this is kind of similar, then this one should be potentially good too.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and I just think that, again, it actually looks next gen. I feel like this is the first showcase I saw a bunch of games that look very pretty, very like it's leveraging the technology from these consoles that we have now. And I know people love to hate on EA, but I think it looks pretty nice. So I'm curious to learn more about it. It's coming out on July 20th, so that's pretty soon. But maybe this is just something to carry us over until the fall season, because there's nothing else to play until then.
Oh yeah, there's nothing.
Definitely nothing else. I know you're really into Fortnite. They showed Fortnite
man,
next, but you nailed your prediction here.
Yes, I nailed it using air quotes. I nailed it. Yes, they've got Baby Optimus Prime in Fortnite, the game that I have on all of my Switches. Of course, I didn't delete all of them. Yeah. You can play as little Optimus Prime here. Look at him, adorable. Same size as everyone else. Not huge and in charge. Running around with that fish guy on your team. Like, wouldn't that be fun?
I love it. Yeah, freaking Fortnite, man. Everything's in Fortnite. So
glad Transformers I should have known. Like, where can you put Transformers to coincide the movie? Like, throw them in Fortnite. Like, I should have known.
Oh, where are we dropping Carpoolers? Bowsah plays Fortnite. A lot of people in our community play Fortnite, so I don't mean to be dismissive of it, but it's one of those things been around for a very long time, just like Carpool, like Call of Duty, just like Carpool Gaming. We've been around for
a long time.
Established 2022, I think. We've been around for 14 or 15 months. We're still an infant. But the final game, the one last thing, was dedicated to none other than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The social media account on Twitter has been teasing for 7 days, Final Fantasy VII, 7 days, that we were going to see something here. And here we are. Rebirth, the next stage, the next part of the story. Lachlan, did you play Final Fantasy VII originally or the remake?
I actually haven't played a Final Fantasy game. And I think I've mentioned that before. My husband played the first part 1, I guess, because this is part 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so he played part 1, and he's been waiting on part 2, so I know he's excited for this. But I might play, part 1, get into it. PlayStation's not. I play games on it sometimes, but it's not my console of choice, even though games on there are really pretty. Because they just run better. I want to run around on a chocobo.
I want to do that. The chocobos look amazing. They're definitely they got more than a couple seconds, couple moments here in the reveal. I think this looks great, honestly.
Plus Sephiroth. I mean, come on.
Plus Sephiroth. Sign me up.
What else could you want?
Holy cow. I don't know what's going on. I never beat Final Fantasy VII. I've gotten up into there's a somewhat controversial part of the original game that's also in the second game. I don't know if I should, or in the remake. I don't know if I should mention it or not, but I've gotten to that point playing on PlayStation 1 and no further. So I've not beaten it. I know all the spoilers, or for the most part, most of the spoilers, but I don't think I would be playing it for that reason. It just seems like a game I should experience. What are you giggling about over there?
Kato in the chat over here. My comment of it just runs better on PlayStation. It's when the chocobos are running across the screen. It's very timed perfectly. But yeah, it looks great. I mean, I watched him play through part 1, and seeing like the cut scenes and the fighting scenes. It looks gorgeous. So I know part 2 is going to be the same. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for him for sure, because I know he's been waiting on this.
Looks really good. I know a lot of people have been waiting to see really anything about this. This is the first time we saw anything, which is, I feel like that's a big deal. And I think that really closes things off on a strong note for the showcase today. This is something, I don't know, do we just take it for granted that the next Final Fantasy VII remake game, like the fact that there is a Final Fantasy VII remake game at all is amazing, and that it's good and people seem to like it. That's incredible. So I thought this showed very, very well. It gets my butt into gear a little bit as well to maybe like get on it and go play remake. I have access to it. I think it was part of PlayStation Plus. I feel like I might even have a copy of it. Who even knows? It's coming on 2 discs. Yes, thank you, Blamantics in the chat, which I think is just a great, number one, I think it speaks to how giant this could be coming seemingly fairly short after the remake was originally released. But just a callback to the original game coming on multiple discs and how mind-blowing that was. Like, how big is this game? I got to switch the discs. Holy cow. So
speaking of mind-blowing, look at Sephiroth. My goodness.
Yes. Yep. Confusing all of us, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I mean, he's a video game character, but...
Oh, look at that. Oh, jeez.
Like, what do you mean with bad guy? Bad to who? Villain to who?
Listen, I just want to talk.
I could change him.
Yeah, of course I can.
I could save him.
Let's give him one win and see what happens.
Oh my goodness. What a year for Final Fantasy though. Like, I do wish, it's too bad. I know Matt is very excited about this. I know Ryan is very excited about this. I think it's actually captured Court's imagination as well. Final Fantasy is back. Final Fantasy is such a huge franchise and IP in video games. And it looks like it's being done right. Finally.
Yeah.
It's been a long time of questionable stuff and divisive stuff. It seems like pretty universally people are excited about this stuff. And I thought it was a great close to the show. So
I don't know why I wasn't expecting to see it because of Final Fantasy 16.
Right.
Coming out, I was kind of shocked that they're already showing this because it's not until January. But I guess maybe this is the biggest place that they can show it this year before it comes out. So I guess it makes sense. But yeah, I was on the fence of whether they were going to show this because of Final Fantasy 16. But it was nice to see it at the end of the show. For sure.
Totally. It's one of those things like in Nintendo land, you really only get to see whatever is coming next. There's not really a whole lot of looking into the future. And I thought they might be doing the same thing for Final Fantasy 16 to your point. And I'm glad they didn't. Give me all the things. Let's just eat all of the hype. It's so good. But Lockleth, that really does bring us to the end of this article at Eurogamer.net. We talked about all the games. I think a lot of the games look cool. Hopefully there's
all
easy
of the
mode.
games.
Hopefully there's easy mode for our friend Court. We had a good time chatting about all the things. Do you have any closing thoughts on day one, really, of Summer Game Fest here?
First off, I'm the winner because I predict the future in this Carpool Gaming crew. Apparently, I are smart. I are smartest one.
Yep.
In the whole group. So I want to add that here at the
Nailed
end.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, all my predictions,
in front of nobody
spot
else.
on. All my predictions spot on. I am the winner.
Yep, very well done.
Just want to say that, and also Fae Farm.
Fae Farm, definitely.
Yes.
Man, that's the other thing. Like, I couldn't even tell you how many games I said look cool. There's too many. I'm very excited. I thank you, Jeff Keighley. Thank you for eating all the hype. Thank you to everybody for joining us live as we streamed it earlier. Nicolas Cage is in Dead for Daylight, whatever the hell it's called.
Dead by Daylight.
Dead for Daylight.
I'm dead for that.
There's Fortnite stuff. There's Fortnite stuff. Black Desert. Holy cow! Lots of fun stuff. I think that's the end. I think that'll do it. Nearly 2 hours. We talked about all the games, and this is just getting started, everybody. We're going to be live on Sunday for Xbox's showcase, and they're going to do the Starfield Direct. If you haven't already, be sure to listen to the Xbox Drive. We did our predictions with Seth, and we talked about Diablo over there. So tons of content coming at you here at youtube.com/Carpool Gaming or on all of our podcast services for the Nintendo Drive, the Xbox Drive, the PlayStation Drive, maybe the RPG Cave. I'm not entirely sure. But if you don't want to keep track of any of that stuff, Lockleth, you can go to patreon.com/Carpool Gaming, and for just $1, you get it all on one feed. And it makes it super easy for you. So that's, some might say it's the best value in video game podcasts. I would probably say that.
You get the Nintendo post show if you are.
You get the Nintendo Drive post show. You get the Pants Patreon podcast for Patrons podcast. It's your AMA, your mailbag with all of us here at Carpool Gaming. But man, all the video games, all the hype, it's all happening here. Carpoolgaming.com. Get your merch, get your 15-ounce coffee mug, I suppose. And I think that's going to do it. Do you want to let everybody know where they can find you on the internet, Lockleth?
I mean, I'm around.
Okay. You can find me on the internet on Twitter at Sean Capri, Sean like Connor, Capri like the pants. Go to our website, carpoolgaming.com. Support us at patreon.com/Carpool Gaming. Watch us stream games at twitch.tv/Carpool Gaming Live. And I think Twitter, and we probably have a TikTok as well. So you can check us out.
Do we still have that? Sure.
Who knows? Yeah. There's no way to know. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. And we'll see you at the next, what is this called? Summer Game Fest thing on Sunday. The end.
Sunday.